Chambers of Commerce are truly an essential part of the small business fabric in every city, every town in the country. What Liazon has proven in 2 years with 25 chamber partners is that in every single situation, what our solution does is help a chamber stop the atrophy, get back to a place where they stabilize their overall membership in the first year, and in year 2, start to use that as a new weapon to grow again.
We're satisfying our members. They're pleased to be able to finally find a solution to this problem. We're generating members and we're retaining members, and we're generating a source of non-dues revenue, which is so critical in the chamber world these days.
We are so much better positioned for the future, and I sleep so much better at night now that we've gone through this transition and we put something in place that is growing, that has potential to grow, and is positioning us well for the future.
We are proud to say that at the end of the first quarter, we look at this 2011 calendar year, we've saved chamber members $1 million in premiums this year, and we never thought we'd be that successful. I thought that the plans would be welcome. I thought that they would be accepted to this level I never would have expected.
So for years and years, chambers, as part of their overall membership recruiting and retention efforts, have emphasized their health insurance offerings and have been a core resource to provide health insurance and occasionally other benefits to small businesses in a community. What's happened over the years is that segment of revenue for chambers has come under pressure. And why it's come under pressure is because of a series of forces, one of which is insurance carriers have clamped down on what they make available in the market, and they've clamped down a little bit more aggressively on chambers of commerce because they serve the most micro businesses that are out there.
As a Chamber of Commerce, we consistently have to look at our value proposition to our members. How do we stay relevant as an organization? How do we approach our members and make sure we're meeting their needs? And what we were finding with our health insurance program as our enrollment in our former program was declining, so was our membership and participation overall in the organization. That suggested to us that our members weren't seeing the value proposition in that program.
We had been offering insurance benefits to our members for dozens of years, and the offerings that we were offered through the various local carriers were becoming less and less compelling. And they were stripping back the choices, raising the plans, the rates, reducing the benefits. And we ended up basically offering, I like to say, 3 flavors of vanilla.
We had as many as 450 of our members at one time that took advantage of the program. It was one of those one-size-fits-all programs, which we were never enamored with. Carriers weren't giving us the best plans, but we were like most chambers. We were kind of stuck. We were forced to use the plans that we were offered. So we had one traditional HMO available for our members, and if an employer had 12 different employees, that same plan had to be offered to all of them.
So we've seen chambers of commerce who have had their membership shrink by 50% over a 5-year period, with the vast majority of that reduction coming from folks who have dropped their membership because they have dropped health insurance from the chamber for one reason or another.
And it was time for us to find a partner that we could work with that understood a lot better the implications of buying insurance from a chamber of commerce and the types of plans that could be available.
We realized we needed to change dramatically. We needed to reinvent what we were doing. And what Liazon provided to us was a solution to our problem. Liazon presented to us a program that was built around the chamber model. It was built around looking at how do we help the chambers provide added value to their members and help the chambers continue to be relevant and provide an important benefit to the membership.
The Liazon approach was obviously the kind of thing we were looking for, which really reinvented how employee benefits are offered.
We looked at a wide variety of options and ultimately settled on the fact that really Bright Choices was the best option for our members.
The Liazon plan I fully accepted, endorsed, and frankly was excited to find out about.
They understood that we needed to increase and improve upon our value proposition to our members. They also created a solution to an administrative issue that many chambers face with the older insurance programs, where you spend a lot of time managing and reconciling accounts with the carriers.
Here's someone who's offering business associations like ours flexible plans, affordable plans, plans that our members can take advantage of. And I like the fact that there are multiple options. If we have 7 employees in a company, each of them can have their own plan based upon their own particular needs.
They bring some wonderful technology, some innovation, some support. They bring a great deal of customer service to the table to help support our efforts in terms of us servicing the wide variety of members, diverse membership we have within the Chamber of Commerce.
I talk to chambers all the time and I say, market it early and often, the approach, because it is new, and trying to get people to think differently about benefits.
And Liazon was there every step of the way, whether it was the first introduction and the rollout of the program and helping us formulate the message, as well as formulate marketing materials to support that message.
Employers like it because now they can afford to give their employees coverage that meets their needs.
So they love the way that now they can just set their budget and let their employees, through this consumer-centric model that Liazon offers, let their employees pick a mix of benefits that's exactly right for them.
Reality is the strategy worked out extremely well, both from a customer perspective, from the perspective of our members, but also from the perspective of the Chamber.
I can tell you in the 8 years I've been here that this has been the busiest quarter we have ever had. Our membership director has been handling as many as 70, 80 inquiries a month. And these are people calling with specific questions about the types of coverage that we now have available.
Traditionally, chamber insurance participants were the smaller members, and now we have a compelling solution to meet the needs of our larger members.
What we do know is we made the right strategic choices in working with Liazon, and whatever the outcome is in terms of implementing healthcare reform, and particularly the insurance exchanges, we have a solution.
The average savings for each member was $2,500 for the calendar year. And all total, that amounts to just over $1 million in savings. That's $1 million of money that's now available for those companies to spend on hiring new people, on buying new equipment, on expanding their businesses, putting that money back into the local economy.